How does last-mile connectivity restrict ISP choice? Imagine trying to choose your internet provider, but the options feel limited. You might wonder why it's so hard to switch or find better service. The answer lies in the last-mile connection, the final stretch that links the internet's main infrastructure to your home or business. This part of the network is super important because it directly impacts how fast and reliable your internet is. The problem starts with the physical infrastructure. Building the last mile involves laying cables or setting up wireless links that reach each home or building. This process is expensive and takes a lot of time, especially in rural or less populated areas. Because of this, usually only one or two companies have already installed the necessary cables or wireless equipment in a neighborhood. This means you often have no choice but to use the provider who controls that last-mile connection. Expanding or creating new last-mile infrastructure costs a lot of money. It can run into hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars to lay fiber optic cables or install new wireless towers. For new internet companies, this is a big barrier. They might not have the resources or permits needed to build their own last-mile network. Instead, they have to lease access from the existing provider, which limits their ability to offer competitive prices or better services. The type of last-mile technology also matters. If an area only has cable television lines, then only cable internet providers can serve that area. If fiber optic cables are available, then providers who use fiber can offer faster speeds. But if only one type of technology exists, your choices are limited to providers that use that technology. Shared connections, like cable broadband, are another factor. Many neighborhoods share a single cable line among multiple users. During busy times, this can slow down your internet. Some providers offer dedicated lines, which are faster and more reliable, but these are often only available if the infrastructure is already in place. That means fewer options for consumers who want high-speed, dedicated service. Regulations can also influence ISP choice. In some regions, laws requiring the owner of the last-mile infrastructure to lease access to other providers. This encourages competition and gives consumers more options. But in places where rules are weak or absent, the existing provider can keep control, limiting who can offer internet service in that area. Lastly, the quality of the last-mile connection affects your internet experience. If only one provider controls the last mile, you cannot switch to a faster or more reliable service. This bottleneck keeps your options narrow, even if many ISPs are available elsewhere. Expanding fiber optic networks, introducing wireless options like fifth-generation mobile networks, and creating policies that promote infrastructure sharing are ways to open up more choices for consumers. In short, the physical network infrastructure that makes up the last mile is often limited, expensive to duplicate, and controlled by a few companies. This setup restricts your ability to choose from multiple internet service providers. The more options we develop through better infrastructure and fairer policies, the more freedom you'll have to pick the best internet service for your needs.